Hello everybody, I am very excited to announce I'm about to do a kind of a longer trail, one that gets its own playlist, and it is the John Muir Trail. It's a bucket list trail for a lot of people. It's a 211-mile trail through the most beautiful parts of the Sierra Nevada mountains in California. It starts in Yosemite Valley, the iconic Yosemite Valley, and it finishes on the top of Mount Whitney, which is the tallest mountain in the contiguous United States. Now, from Mount Whitney, you have about 11 miles to get to any trailhead, but technically the trail ends at the top of Mount Whitney. I chose this trail. I wanted to do it for a while. Most of this trail is actually shared with the Pacific Crest Trail, which is my very first trail I did in 2017 before I started doing video journals. And 2017 was a big snow year, and I was still, fairly novice hiker. I was with a group, but I was kind of terrified the entire time going throughout this mountain range. So when you apply for permits, you don't know if it's going to be a big snow year or a dry year. So I was hoping for a big snow year to see how far I've come as a hiker. I got the complete opposite. It is a very dry year in the Sierra. So it'll be a little bit of a different trail for me. I'm probably going to be making comments like, oh my god, when there was snow here, because it is a different trail with the snow. I am going to be taking a big camera with me to try and document how different this trail looks between a big snow year and a very dry year. It's such a dry year that I was doing some training on the Pacific Crest Trail a little bit over a week ago. The section's basically just south of where the John Muir Trail exits. And the PCT hikers from this year, even over a week ago, were ditching their micro spikes and their ice axes because the snow is pretty much already gone. So, because the conditions are going to be fairly quote-unquote easy, at least for this mountain range for this time of year, it's probably going to take me about 2 weeks, maybe a little over 2 weeks, depending on if I do a bunch of zeros or anything like that. So should be 2 weeks of daily video journals through the gorgeous sections of the Sierra Nevada mountains, passing through Yosemite National Park, Ansel Adams Wilderness, John Muir Wilderness, Kings Canyon National Park, Sequoia National Park, just really beautiful areas of the mountains. So, like I did from the Arizona Trail, I'm gonna give you a really quick peek inside my pack. I usually don't like to show my pack or discuss gear, partly because I don't have the top of the line stuff. I don't have the super ultralight pack setup. A lot of my stuff is falling apart. I'm not sponsored. I don't get free gear. So my gear is basically, I buy it and then I use it up. Whether it's good or not, I use it up until I can't use it anymore. I get the most value out of it. So we're gonna take a quick peek in my pack. It's a little weird because it's a 200-mile trail. So I'm actually gonna be packing a little bit more and more comforts essentially than I would for 1,000 or 2,000 mile trail. So it's not going to be the best pack setup, but it's going to be a realistic look at what I'm bringing on the trail. So we'll go through it really quickly. So starting out with the backpack, I've got the Z-Packs Arc Haul that's kind of on its last legs. It's very sun bleached, very dirty. It's got like permanent dirt on it at this point, and it's falling apart. The entire webbing in the back, which makes it arc, is totally broken, so it doesn't even arc anymore. But it is the lightest backpack that I own. For my sleep system, I've got the Enlightened Equipment. Forget what model it is. This was from 2017. It's kind of like a quilt, but it's got a footbed. It's got a little sealed foot area, and it's a 10-degree bag. And for a little bit of extra comfort, I am bringing a silk liner on this trip. It's only 200 miles. And I'm sleeping on my Thermarest Z-Lite. Inside, my good old reliable Big Agnes copper spur. This is the HVUL. And you can see the fly looks really nice. They literally just replaced it. My fly was actually all broken. The zipper had broken off. And I just got this replacement yesterday, which is good. So I've got a working tent to take on the trail with me. For food, gotta bring a bear can. I hate them so much. This is the Bearvault 500. They weigh like 3.5 pounds, but the bears, especially in the national parks like Yosemite, they're starting to grab backpacks now. They're very, I guess, food aggressive. So bear cans are necessary throughout the entire trail. I have a Sea to Summit titanium pot with a Sea to Summit titanium spoon. And for the stove, I've got the MSR Pocket Rocket, the one with that comes with the lighter. Sawyer squeeze for my water filter. I'm taking a 3-liter water bladder, which I don't need that much, but that's the size I own, along with a smart water bottle. And I love camp shoes. I know a lot of people have very strong opinions on camp shoes, but my feet tend to be super swollen and sensitive at the end of the day, and I love my Crocs. They're the women's Swiftwater sandals. Afternoon thunderstorms definitely can hit in the Sierra this time of year, so I've got my Outdoor Research Helium 2 for rain jacket, a ULA kilt, that's the gray one, for rain pants. It's actually a rain skirt. And I have a ULA pack cover in green. I got it originally for my my ULA, but it's a pack cover. It will work with anything. This I'm going a little overboard with. This is my Mosquito Protection. I have that blood type that they like to bite. So I've got the net, I've got the mosquito repellent. It's like 40%. And I'm actually trying out like netting pants too, because I usually get bitten at camp, like when I sit down to eat. So I'm gonna put extra covering over my pants. This is new. This is an Alpaca hoodie, and it's replacing my ultralight down hoodie. It's a little bit heavier, but it stays warm when it's wet, and I don't want to get caught in high elevation in those afternoon thunderstorms and have my my puffy get soaked through, because when it gets soaked through, the down doesn't work anymore. And the theme for all my new stuff is alpaca. I've got alpaca sleep socks. My toes have been kind of funky ever since hiking through the snow in the Arizona Trail, so I've been very careful with my feet since then. I've got an alpaca beanie, and then I've got this kind of combination possum down, merino wool, fingerless gloves. I've got extra socks. These are darn tough. They're like running socks, trail running socks. They're the thinnest socks that they have. And then I'm actually bringing a swimsuit with me. I debated whether to bring a swimsuit or just do the bra underwear sort of thing, and I opted to go for the swimsuit. For electronics, I love my DSLR cameras. So Nikon 3300, I think, is this model. I keep breaking my cameras. I've got an InReach SE. It's the big clunky one. Everyone's got the cute minis right now. This is a Nightcore ultralight headlamp, and I actually love it. I love the Dayglow band there, because it's been really easy to find at night when I wake up and I need some light. I've got an adapter for any of those resorts that I stop in that have power, little power bank, and then I'm also bringing solar. I'm not going to be running into a lot of places that have plugs, so I'm going to be supplementing with solar. I've got some toiletries here, mainly some lip balm, some Afterbite for all those mosquitoes. Got a mini toothbrush, and I've got those tooth tabs, the ones that you bite, that are solid for my teeth. I've got my what I call toilet bag. I'm using a Kula cloth as a pee towel. I've got a Deuce No. 3 trowel. I've got some hand sanitizer, and I've got some bags for my toilet paper, wet wipes, and the ones I'm disposing of. Got my emergency kit here. It's got bandages, just some first aid stuff, paracord, repair tape. I'm big on KT tape for repairing anything on my body, whether it's just keeping blisters from forming or holding bandages on. I feel like the adhesive on the KT tapes works really well. Splint for my tent, got some matches in there, sewing repair kit, got a compass, and my ultralight wallet was actually just supposed to hold your cell phone. It's supposed to be a waterproof case for your cell phone. I got it from hiking the Florida Trail, and I just use it as my wallet now. Some assorted stuff sacks, and these are the clothes that are going on my body. If you watch my videos, it's just the same clothes I wear all the time. An outdoor research sun hat. I've got my Duluth Trading shirt that dries real fast. I don't even think they make this style anymore. I've got one more replacement shirt after this, and then I gotta find a new shirt. I'm actually wearing a tank top underneath it now. That's a merino wool tank top, but it's the really thin kind. I wasn't sold on wool keeping you cool, but the really thin wool will pull that water away from your skin, and just it regulates your body temperature really well. I bought it because I was too fat for my hiking clothes post-pandemic, and it was just a way to keep the ticks off my skin. But I actually kind of like it now. I've got a buff basically for my neck, some REI sun gloves, Duluth Trading dry on the fly pants, more of those darn tough socks, Dirty Girl gaiters, and I am wearing the Lone Peak, the Ultra Lone Peaks now, along with my Black Diamond Alpine carbon cork trekking poles. So I know that seems like a lot, and in some respects it is, but it does pack down fairly well. Yeah, I put that on the scale. It was about 20 pounds, which, considering there's a big heavy bear can in there, I'm actually pretty cool with. So that should be everything with the exception of food and water, which will obviously add some extra weight. I'm also going to be carrying what I'm using to film this, and that's my Samsung Galaxy S9 and some headphones to go with it. But that's my entire pack right there. And so that's it. Rapid fire talking. I definitely could talk about gear a little bit more. I don't like talking about gear. I'm not one of those people who just wants to go into specs about gear. I just really want to get out on the trail and start hiking. So there isn't really internet or cell signal in the Sierra Nevada. Not enough to post videos. Usually on the longer trails, I'll actually kind of post videos while I'm hiking. This time, my first video, day one, will be posted when I get back, because that's when I'm going to have cell signal. So by the time this video is posted, I might either be finishing the trail or actually be off it. So I don't know how many days following this one it will take for day one of the video journaling of the John Muir Trail to be posted. But just kind of keep your eyes out in the next couple days, and time to get on trail.